So here's the thing. If you want to sit here with your sign, you're more than welcome to. They ask you not to block your steps.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you want to sit on a bench, you're more than welcome to sit on a bench.
Thank you.
All right?
Y'all have a blessed day.
Just, you need to get permission, even if you're doing that, to see what's going on.
Oh, from who?
From the village. You can't solicit without permission.
What do you mean solicit?
If you didn't have that badge and you touched me? If you didn't have that badge and you touched me?
What is that? What are you trying to say?
Dude.
Don't touch me.
What are you trying to say?
Because if you didn't have, you touched me.
What are you trying to say?
On an ordinary sidewalk, under the pale sunlight of an otherwise ordinary day, something far from ordinary occurred. A citizen stood there, unarmed, unthreatening, clutching only a video camera. And that alone was enough to trigger an entire fear machine called the police. But don't worry. Today, they weren't facing a troublemaker, but a clear-headed individual. Someone ready to use reason to shut down arrogance and to expose ignorance with the very light of constitutional rights. No need to keep you waiting any longer. Let's head to Tarpon Springs, Florida. September 22nd, 2023. Jeff in Tarpon Springs. PD. Who wins, who loses? And the answer awaits just ahead. In front of City Hall's steps, a sign reading, "God bless homeless vets," was held up, fully in line with the spirit of the First Amendment. But moments later, Officers Sparks and Ozarkzuk showed up, determined to rescue the city from the terrible threat of free speech. They quickly slapped on the label solicitation, citing a city ordinance, while casually ignoring the United States Constitution. Will the citizen eventually get their freedom back? Let's find out.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, sir? What's going on?
Asking for money?
I am soliciting, yes.
All right. Can I see the back of the sign?
Yeah.
Okay. Help me not hate. I'm not gonna hate on you. Okay. I understand that times are hard and stuff, but here's my thing: is we have an ordinance in Tarpon Springs and soliciting. Okay. So what I'd like to do is get your name and stuff, and then have you moved along.
I'd rather not give my name or anything like that.
Okay. Okay. Well, would you vacate the property?
Not unless I'm being trespassed or something.
Okay. Well, more that you're
There's no solicitation in this
soliciting on city property at this point.
Yeah, I'm in front of City Hall, the steps of City Hall.
Springs, period.
Sure you can.
You can't.
It's constitutionally protected activity.
You can't. It's an ordinance in the city.
Well, that would be unconstitutional.
That's something you have to take up with your attorney.
Can you guys take it up with your attorney instead?
No.
Can you call the city manager?
You can't. The city manager's the one who called us.
City manager's the one to call?
Yeah.
Can you have him come out here?
No. It's not an issue for him to deal with.
I mean, because I'd rather, you guys not violate my rights.
I'm not violating your rights. You can't solicitate.
I can and I am. I can and I am.
We can trespass you from City Hall. Well, I'm going to tell you, you're going to be trespassed from City Hall.
Can you please not do that?
You're no longer licensed, authorized, or invited. If you remain on this property, if you come back to this property with 1 year, be subject to arrest for trespassing at the notification.
Starting right now?
Yes.
I'll step off the City Hall property.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Got your ID on you?
I do. No, sir.
All right. You come back to this property, you're going to be arrested.
I'm not on the property anymore.
Just to get a rise, in case you
I'm doing this because you guys don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay?
That's okay.
I'm doing this because it's constitution protected activity. You just trespassed me from the steps of City Hall.
Yes, that's not free speech.
Saying God bless homeless veterans is not free speech.
You're soliciting.
Soliciting for good compassion,
You can do that right here in the sidewalk.
but I can't do it on City Hall steps. If I step back on this property,
Just go over there and...
why don't you go get the city attorney? Listen,
I'm not
this guy's an idiot. This guy's a big dummy. Can you be quiet, big dummy? You
I
go get-
don't work for you, so...
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
I'm your boss.
No, you're not.
But can you go get the city attorney? City manager.
No.
City attorney.
Can you get them there?
No.
Either one are going to come over.
Before
If you'd like to, you can set
look,
an appointment.
if you guys see you,
Look, I'm talking to you reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay. But
your
we're not
qualified
gonna-
immunity is not going to survive this.
Listen to me.
Your
I'm listening to you,
qualified
sir.
immunity is not
I'm
going to
absolutely
survive
listening
this.
to you 110%.
All right?
But what I'm explaining to you is they're not going to just come out here right now.
Talk
I
to
don't
me.
make their schedule and I don't make their work.
Look,
day.
I'm trying to keep you guys out of a lawsuit.
Okay. I
Can you
understand
please?
What, you're doing. I
What is the
understand.
number to the city attorney? I'll call him myself. Okay? Can you guys just call the city attorney?
I don't have them on speed dial. It's not something I just have on me.
Soliciting prayers and goodwill and
And that's why I
compassion
asked you what was on your sign.
for the homeless.
That's why I asked you what was on your sign.
And I said I was
Talk to me.
soliciting prayers and home city property underneath the American flag.
I understand.
This
I
is
get
freedom
what
of
you're doing is
speech.
You're using your rights, in which I advocate for your rights just as much as I do for
The property.
But what I'm trying to do is we're trying to get it set up so I can speak to somebody if you wish to do so. I have no problem with that.
Well, you guys explain to somebody what I'm doing and rescind this trespass right now. Can you do that?
Talk to somebody so they can talk to you.
That's
Is that
cool.
okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
All right,
And
absolutely.
you're Officer Sparks. My name
Yes.
is Jeff.
Officer Sparks, nice to meet you, Jeff.
So here's the thing. If you want to sit here with your sign, you're more than welcome to. They ask you not to block the steps.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you want to sit on a bench, you're more than welcome to
Okay.
sit on a bench. You too.
Take care, sir.
This might just be the fastest reverse trespass order in Jeff's entire First Amendment history. But for the rest of us, it's crystal clear. When power teams up with ignorance, it's always the citizen who pays the price. In the chilly, windswept air of a late 2024 afternoon, a citizen with a camera strolled around City Hall and the fire department in the Sugar Grove, Illinois. At City Hall, fortunately, the officers managed to keep their nerves of steel. But over at the fire department, the First Amendment seemed to require a fire permit. Let's see whether the flame of civil rights managed to stay lit.
Okay, we can go in here. I don't see any, oh, here they are. Nice. I think I'll take one to go. Various other. So it's nice and quiet in here today. So you can put in your unwanted prescriptions. It's a nice little meeting room I'm doing, but they're not bothering me, so I'm not gonna bother them. I don't know. I think 4 cops saw me and no one bothered me, so. Oh wait, most people what? Oh well, it's it's a public building, so I was just seeing what it looks like on the outside before I. Where are you?
I work here. What's up?
Oh yeah, what's your name?
You're not putting me on camera. What do you want? What's that?
Oh, this is from the police department. A FOIA request.
For
Yeah, I haven't filled it out yet. So, what was your name?
listen, you need to get permission even if you're doing that to see your village. You can't solicit without permission.
What do you mean solicit?
What are you doing? What are you
I'm just taking some video. I'm around here, and I want to see what the buildings are like around here, what the people are like. So.
You do a pretty good job of what we're dealing with.
Oh, when you know what you're dealing with, you do a good job? Okay.
Turn your camera off and come around.
Oh, I'm not going to turn my camera off. What's your name?
Come around the front of the building so we can come in.
That's how it started. But then, the deputy fire chief delivered a surprisingly wholesome twist. In a heartbeat, he stepped out of his manager role and transformed into a tour guide, enthusiastically walking the citizen through offices, living quarters, and rest areas, like he was leading a tour called the First Amendment Experience. Oswald, stick around for this ending, because it's a plot twist worth watching.
Oh, thank you.
Come on in, how's the weather?
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So, 2005, it's a newer building.
Yeah, be 20 years next year.
Cool. It's a little bit older than this
A little
one.
bit. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, come on in.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just a person taking video for now. Member of the public. Thank you. Can you just tell me who you are?
I'm the assistant chief.
Okay. Cool.
Oh.
Nice to meet you.
That's our original fire truck right there.
Is it still around?
No,
No?
that's our original fire station. It's down on Main Street. It's a little bitty two-bay garage.
Let me get this camera going too. There we go. Yeah, thanks for if you were open or not today, because
We're 24 hours a day, but right now we're out. All our guys are out on an accident call.
cool.
Many things in there we don't use anymore for various reasons.
Probably a good idea. Yeah, I mean, if you have something you need to do, I don't want to keep you from that. The building and the architecture and stuff like that. The chiefs and the assistant chiefs, commissioners.
Well, we're proud of our building. We enjoy showing it off.
Thank you. Very cool. It's very clean. You take care of everything. Looks good. Like a bunch of new cars, like a new car dealership.
Well, that's probably some of the disinfectant because today was May Day.
What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up?
Finally over this second house.
Well,
Like the thing that's going around the normal.
oh, okay.
Again, I really appreciate the walkthrough.
Hey, yeah, like I say, we're proud of our building. Come on in. Our officers, duty officers' offices. And then our living quarters.
Wow. Wow. Wow, this is far out. I hope today's a really quiet day.
Yeah, it's been busy today.
Yeah. Well,
It's our private sector, that's the bedrooms and everything back there.
I see. This is cool. So how often do people like walk back here and see this stuff? Like just...
We have tours, yeah, we have.
Oh, yeah?
people come by, especially kids in the summer when the doors are open, kids want to come in and see.
Oh. Yeah, so there they are.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Cool. Was this where we came in?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Came here, I didn't even really notice this entrance. I thought it was like a side entrance. So, well, I'm calling it the front door.
Yeah,
but it's
this
not.
is the front door, yeah, by the parking lot's front door.
Okay. I appreciate the tour.
All right, got everything you need?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I didn't expect that. I just thought I would, yeah.
All righty.
Yeah, you have a happy new year.
You too, thank you.
Appreciate it. Have a nice day, man.
Maybe on the last day of 2024, the deputy fire chief hadn't read Glick vs. Cuniffe or memorized every line of the Constitution. But he did something many in uniform tend to forget. He chose to listen and adjust. You'd think a library would be a sanctuary of knowledge and reason. But Danbury Public Library revealed itself as the stage for a legal comedy with a totalitarian aftertaste. On June 11, 2021, a citizen showed up with a camera and delivered a roaming lecture on the Constitution, while those wearing badges fumbled around as if the Constitution were written in alien language. Or the result? A masterpiece of unconstitutionality, ripping both the First and Fourth Amendments straight out of the script.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm alright, how are you?
Okay. You need the permission from the administration about that.
So it's not allowed to take photos or videos here?
Side, no.
From administration? Yeah, I don't think that's the case.
What do you mean?
I don't think that's the case. Like, I don't think...
So you're saying that I'm lying to you?
No, I'm not saying you're lying to me. I think you're just misinformed. I think you're misinformed.
For 6 years.
6 years you've been working here?
Yeah, so before that, it was always like that. So you need the photo or video here inside of the library.
Okay, I still don't think that's the case.
Okay, if you will not follow these rules, then I have to ask you to leave.
Yeah, I'm not breaking any rules. So let me explain to you what I'm doing.
Okay.
So for a story,
Okay.
I'm gathering contact for a story.
Yes.
So that's all I'm doing here, peacefully. I'm not going to make any noise.
No, private business, and you can take a video of that.
Yeah, yeah, I can. No, but I guess we're trying to explain to each other different things because I definitely can. What's your name? Where are you from, Nadar? You have a cool accent.
Yeah, I understand, but it doesn't matter right now. So you have to stop the taking the video here. Okay, I have to call to the police then.
But why would
right for you?
Why would you call the police?
If you are not following, then I have to call to the cops.
I mean, you could do whatever you feel is right. Stop you actually,
No,
but what I'm saying is that I definitely have a right to be here, and I definitely have a right to film. This is a public library, right?
Yes. Okay.
All right. So you do. You know, it's up to you. You don't have to do that.
No, I have to do it. I'm watching this.
Hello. How's it going, sir?
Hey, how you doing, officers?
Good. Not bad.
No, you can't.
Excuse me.
Have you not heard that before?
I've heard it plenty of times. It's just I'm surprised because you see it?
Tibbets.
Yep.
640. The pen is blocking the number.
Oh.
647.
So I was told that you were asked to leave.
Okay. So would you like to know?
Is that correct?
Would you like to know what I'm doing here, sir? Would you like to know what I'm doing here?
I'd like to answer my question.
Sir, this is a public library.
Okay,
I see where this is going.
I want you to ask where you asked to leave.
I see where this is going.
Security asked you to leave, and did the employees ask you to leave, sir?
No.
Would you like him to leave, sir? Sure. Okay.
So security. So let me explain just so you get a. Let me just explain really quick so you guys can understand. I'm recording. I know you don't care, sir, but listen. If you violate that in any way and interfere with that,
I'm not violating it.
They can't ask me to leave. This is a public library. Can I speak to a supervisor, please?
Do you guys have an administrator here?
No, unfortunately,
This is a public library.
Is there a thing?
Hey, Dennis, can I please speak to a supervisor? I would appreciate that.
Yeah, there are.
Where is that at?
Can I speak to a supervisor?
Because I do not have it right now, but
I just want to be clear. If he's violating a policy,
There was also a policy against black people entering in businesses. Doesn't mean it's right. Activity.
he's not allowed to be here because he's violating that.
Oh, you guys got body cameras. Great.
He needs to leave.
It's a rule because
In public.
So
In public.
yes, it's a problem.
Supervisor. Maybe a supervisor will be better.
Supervisor, you got 4 cops here. Relax. You don't need one.
Okay. I'm engaging in a First Amendment protected activity.
Fine, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
It was perfect.
I have freedom of press. This is public building, and I'm allowed to be here, and I'm allowed to record, regardless of what their policy says. So unless I'm breaking the law, I can't be trespassed from a public building.
You absolutely can be trespassed from a public building.
So we'll see how it plays out, because that's not gonna. You guys are just making a mistake, and you guys got body cameras on.
Wait, what are you doing it for?
So,
Is it like a study or
I mean,
a student?
just because you guys seem real hostile, I'm gonna explain myself ahead of time. Normally, I don't explain myself,
Well, you
but
haven't explained yourself yet.
and I'm engaging in a constitutionally protected activity.
For what? What is the purpose of this?
For what reason?
I'm not willing to disclose until it's published. Yeah.
I mean, I could go up to somebody and say, listen, do you feel uncomfortable or uncomfortable? If they're uncomfortable, you're breaching their peace.
You can't. Yes, I do. More than you, for sure.
It's just really creepy.
More than you, for sure. You can't turn a constitutionally protected activity into a crime, sir.
It's not a crime. It's creepy as heck.
I'm going to request a supervisor again.
In a minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to request one. I'm pretty sure your policy, if I go home and look at your policy, and I'll call one, correct? So I'm going to request a supervisor again.
In a minute. You don't rule the roost here right now.
Yeah, no, I'm just requesting a supervisor just for I can see the tyrant in you, Utter.
Oh, yeah.
You're a real tyrant.
Yeah.
I can see it in your eyes. Yeah.
I'm still here, but I'm a tyrant.
You are.
Because if I was a tyrant, I'd be long gone.
Well, if you're a tyrant,
Did anything? We haven't done anything yet.
All
We're
right.
just trying to figure out what the policy
no,
is.
but you're telling me unlawful orders.
Don't feed the trolls.
You guys,
They did because something's going on.
I'm video recording. I'm not. That's it. That's all.
Creepy. That's all.
To you, maybe.
Yeah.
To you.
It's weird.
To you. I think your beard's creepy, but right?
I mean, I wish it was just dark and short. That was a little patchy.
Yeah, you know. Very subjective. Creepiness can be subjective. Well, Connecticut, the Constitution state. Did you guys know that?
And as you can clearly see, postal staff, along with Officer Tibbetts and his crew, just executed a flawless flying kick straight at the First Amendment. Next, they whipped out their internal policy, like it was some upgraded version of the Constitution, then used it as a launch pad to demand ID and threaten arrest, without so much as a reason or a shred of probable cause. And this time, we also had two special guest stars, personal feelings and comfort, both fiercely protected. As for civil rights, oh, that's just a footnote in the margins.
That policy doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, I'm telling you. But okay, it does not matter at all. It's going to be the easy way or the hard way, but you're going to learn it. Hey, Tibbetts, the policies, they don't supersede law, just so you know that. Law goes the Constitution, law, then policies,
I have
okay?
no idea.
Okay. And I have a constitutional right to be filming here. So I'm letting you know because you don't know the Constitution, obviously.
No, I don't. Obviously, I don't. No,
You took an oath to it, though, Tibbetts.
Jeez, you gotta be such a tyrant. See what I'm doing there?
Acting like a child?
Yeah. We have a supervisor coming out here to appease your request.
Yeah, great. Right, we're not friends. You're my servant, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're my public servant.
That's right. Here to protect and serve them too.
So I don't need
just wanna make
protection.
sure-
I don't need protection. So that's
Excuse me, I just
so
want to
that
make sure
means
you're going to be okay and these people are going to be okay.
that only leaves one more thing. You're here to serve me. That's what you're here to do.
Here's another thing. Did you get permission when you post that video of these people?
Don't need it. Don't need it. See, you're learning something here today, man. Come on. This is what I do. The same way it's kind of shocking that you don't know the law. And there's nothing you can do about it. You know that now. So, you know,
So much power in that cell phone.
Yeah, I think I could.
tomorrow. It'll be up tomorrow. And this is gonna be a good one too. Normally, you know, like that. This one definitely 100,000 view video, all because of Tibbetts and Utter and Dennis.
What kind of phone is that?
A Galaxy Z Fold 2.
I was gonna say.
It folds. Personal against you. It's just the way
I know you don't know me.
It's just the way you came up to me.
Yeah, but
ID. Like, come on, dude.
The way that you're in here,
You gotta
causing
do
a problem for everybody.
de-escalation
No.
techniques.
You gotta not be like this, dude.
You gotta take
why
a breath.
Why are you doing this? To
You
get
gotta-
us here?
No,
Is that why?
Did I call you?
Well,
I'm
yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you.
You're
I'm
exercising
exercising my
your
First Amendment
First
right to film
in the
in
library.
public. Yes, in a public library.
Okay.
Correct. That's exactly what I'm doing here. Spread awareness. Spread
All right,
awareness.
yeah, so he's definitely in violation here too. So
Yeah. Yeah.
this is not going to end well with you. You know that.
Okay, we'll see. We
No,
will see.
I'm telling you. I know
you're
you're
not supposed to be scared of us.
I don't care. I'm
Okay,
just
great.
saying.
Great. Because listen, it's me. The thing that's going to happen is you have to tell me to leave, right?
No.
So,
No. We're in charge here.
What
Give us
you're
an
gonna
ID.
do-
If you don't give us an ID, you're
Not
going to
gonna
have to go.
happen.
Then you're going to have to go.
Not going
downtown.
to happen.
But
I'm not
just
breaking
telling
any
you.
laws.
Yes, you're breaking their law, and they need to find out who you are. So
They're going to
when you come
love.
back.
They're going to love that they said
Well,
that.
see, here's the thing. We have a thing where like they identify somebody, and then so you can't just walk out of here because we don't know who you are.
Okay, watch this. Ready? Ready? I'm going to walk out of here. Am I being detained?
The supervisor's coming.
So wait, so you're detaining me?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, Utter, you're detaining me. Now you got
You
a new.
cannot leave because you broke a policy here. Find out
Are
who
you
you
are
are.
you law enforcement or policy enforcement?
Well, you keep saying policy. Would you like to say
You just
law?
said policy. So next to it or
They asked you to
something.
leave.
And you didn't, so now we're here. So now we have to find out who you are so you don't come back again. So we know that.
Not gonna happen. Policy enforcement. Good job. Who are you protecting right now? Who are you serving? Like, on my story, I'm press. Freedom of the press.
What company?
We're a company.
I'm independent. For
We're not
filming
arresting
it.
anybody. We're going to ask for your ID. If we don't get it, then there's going to be an issue.
Interesting. Okay.
Especially here with the rules that we say. The
Ooh,
policy.
the policy, the rules,
Right?
policy. Got it.
The way it is.
You guys got a weird way of thinking.
No, it's just the way it is.
Okay, let me ask you a question. How many times have you been called to the library for somebody filming?
I don't even know.
Never, right? Okay.
Making disturbances and things like that. And,
Yeah, I'm
and
not
the
making a
policy and the things that we
disturbance.
do, we have to find out who you are.
I'm not making
because
a
if you come
disturbance.
back, filming right now, you were filming people. That right here is a disturbance.
Clearly there was a disturbance.
Yes.
They
Great.
felt it was necessary to have us come here.
In charge, and so we're going to have to find out who you are. And if you don't want to give up the ID, well, then unfortunately, you're breaking a law.
Yeah.
Because it's called,
Listen, I don't.
Do you know what that law is? 'Cause you know
Why
all
don't
the
you
other
tell?
laws.
Why don't you tell me?
We now have to find out who you are.
So you know what I'm
and
going to
you're
do?
saying no.
Listen, you guys obviously don't know what you're talking about, but what I'm going to do is, detained me. I don't break the law. So
You just asked for a supervisor.
no, but it doesn't. You just detained me. This is an illegal detainment, and
It's
it
not
started.
because I need to find out who you are now.
Okay, just calm down. Use your de-escalation, man. Come on, what are you doing? Just listen.
De-escalation what? You're now just... I'm just not going to walk away and you walk out of there and put all your stuff on your blogs. You're not doing it.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay. So I'm detained though.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Because we have to find out who you are.
So
Well, because now I just looked at the policy.
okay. You're not policy enforcement, so you got to learn
No, now
that.
I'm law enforcement.
You're not. You're
Because
not.
they don't want you to come back here. And we do that
Listen,
to
man.
people all the time.
They have the authority.
And now not only that, to you stating, officially, you'll never be able to come here again.
Okay. So listen.
And then you could be
Okay.
arrested for criminal trespass. Letting you know.
That's your feelings. That's not your.
It's not my feelings. It's called enforcing the law.
Connecticut General Statute.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Do you?
Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's whatever you want to do.
What I would recommend you do is you better produce an ID. We get your ID. They know who you are, and if you ever walk in here again, the officer or whoever is responding will have to make an arrest.
You threaten to arrest me, and then I to give your ID, and then I give it to you. That is criminal because
no,
you
it's not
threatened to
criminal.
arrest me.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know right now.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know that to get my ID, you need reasonable, articulable suspicion that I've committed.
That's what it is.
That I've committed a crime.
If you're not going to give me your ID, you're interfering with the duties of a police officer. I'm trying to
I would
get
love
your
for you to do
information.
that.
Even when Sergeant Dickinson arrived, things didn't get any better. In fact, he immediately accused Sean of trespassing on public property. Yep, you heard that right. According to Danbury logic, filming in a public space is apparently serious enough to trigger a trespass charge. Forget the law. Around here, simply lifting a camera makes you a threat to public order. Let's keep this showdown rolling.
Hey, Sergeant, how you doing? Good, nice to meet you, sir. Hey,
So, according to our...
I just said Sergeant Dickinson?
Yes.
All right, thank you, sir. Okay.
At this point?
Sergeant,
you
if
wanna-
Hey, how about you
so,
let the sergeant speak?
okay.
Do you
How
wanna-
about you mind your business?
Are you going to leave?
Hold on.
Are you going to leave, yes or no?
Will I be arrested?
Yes, you're trespassing. At
Okay, I'm gonna leave then, because you're under threat of arrest.
That's
I'm
correct, yes.
under threat of arrest. I'm going to leave. And no, you do not. No, you don't. No, you don't.
We have to
I have not committed a crime.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't. Listen, man,
you're gonna go.
you're touching me under threat of arrest.
Okay, you're refusing to provide identification to us. We need
Because
to
I haven't committed a crime.
Come back here because they don't want you coming back here.
Committed a crime. Unless I've committed a crime, I don't have to show you ID, sir.
Did they ask you to leave? Yes or no?
You just told me
They
right
asked you to
now.
leave and you refused.
I didn't say that.
They said that. They asked you to leave.
This is a
and you wouldn't
public.
leave.
This is a public building.
That is a crime.
This is a public building.
That's great.
No. It's not the same thing, sir, because it's a public building. It's taxpayer funded.
And this is their building. They make the rules here.
Sergeant Dickinson, if I don't give you ID, are you going to arrest me?
Well, so we're trying to...
Because I'm going to leave because you just gave me you just said gave me an unlawful order, which I'll be filing complaints.
Before, when I'm trying to figure out what happened before. If they asked you to leave beforehand, before I talked to you.
But but I'm not saying that they asked me to leave.
Okay, did you ask them to leave?
You don't know that. Okay, so all I'm asking, listen,
what did he say when you asked him to
Sergeant, can we de-escalate and have a conversation, please?
Yes.
All right. So what I'm doing here is I'm press, right? I'm engaging in a First Amendment protected activity, a constitutionally protected activity. I do this quite often. In fact, that policy does not trump the law. You can't make for example, you can't make a policy that says no fat guys allowed in the library.
Correct. So the civil side of the whole.
Exactly, and this is the civil side. You'll be violating my civil just by telling me to leave under threat of arrest.
We are not violating your civil rights.
I'm talking to the sergeant, and I'm talking to the sergeant, and I want to have a good. Honestly, sir, it's irrelevant to me. No, it's fine.
This is from because it is.
Tell you, all I'm trying to tell you, and unless I've committed a crime, you cannot get my ID, sir. So that's all I'm saying.
This person asked you to leave.
That's not a crime. That's
But
not
they
a
asked you to
crime.
leave
But
the
that's not a
premises.
crime.
So after that, you're.
Sir, unfortunately, that's not a crime.
Well,
You
it
just.
is a crime.
It would be it would be a crime if you told me lawfully, or you're going to be arrested. And if I didn't leave, that would be a crime.
Did they already ask you to leave?
It's
Now
a
you're
crime.
trespassing because according to this, under this, a designee.
Yeah.
No, I'm just reading.
No. Go ahead. Seriously.
Listen, we tell you not to go anywhere, you don't go nowhere. You understand?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Not to touch me.
Do you understand that?
Don't touch me.
You don't leave until we say so.
Don't touch me. Nobody's scared of you, Tibbets.
No one's supposed to be scared of me. I'm talking over you because you keep yapping.
Okay.
Then you know the law.
I do.
You don't even know what simple trespass
I
is.
do. I do know the law. Unfortunately, more
Okay.
than you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's very sad.
You're sad.
Okay.
They really are. It's pathetic.
Stop.
Listen.
Okay. All right, you're gonna.
Your officers are escalating and they're trying to insult me.
You're
Come
gonna
on.
talk to me now, okay? I'm gonna read you what this is, and I understand that you also feel that it's not breaking the law or things like that. That's a civil matter between you and the library. If you'd like to sue them for whatever reason, explain this to you. The Danbury Library recognizes the right of all individuals to use its faculties and grounds. Decisions must be made in order to secure the protection, health, and comfort of the general library population. Therefore, and under certain circumstances, the gentleman right there, with the assistance or advice of the law enforcement authorities as necessary, include individuals with or without warning who interrupt normal library operations in an appropriate manner towards customers or staff. This is not the first time we've done this.
So,
if you are
no, but sir,
videotaping somebody on,
I'll let you finish. No, sir,
piece-
you can't turn a constitutionally protected activity. So you seem like a. You're trying to work with me, but I'm letting you know that this is.
He needs to produce ID.
Dude, I've been to plenty of libraries. I've been to plenty of post offices, plenty of public. You're
Produce ID?
talking to the sergeant.
One more minute.
So, like I said, sir, I'm engaging in a constitutionally protected activity. That's the exact opposite because I'm exercising my rights that the Constitution gave me. I'm not disturbing anything, sir.
Okay.
If you give me a
The
lawful
gentleman
order,
asked
I will
you-
comply.
The gentleman already asked you to leave. Okay, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. We have to identify you because
They're going to officially trespass you. They need your ID to give you a letter to officially trespass you from
So,
the city.
what I'm asking,
Public library.
Yeah.
you may leave with a verbal warning. You may leave with a verbal warning. We do need to identify you, and that's the end of it.
If I do not, I just want to make it clear because I'm going to comply with any lawful orders you give me, right? I'm going to make that very clear on all your body cameras. I will comply. I've been very reasonable. I will comply with all lawful orders. So what you're telling me right now is a lawful order for me to produce ID to you.
Here, that the gentleman that was here asked you to leave, who was a
And
representative.
if I do not provide ID,
then we'll have to identify you in some way or another. I mean, that would be a charge because then we would have to take you into custody at that point.
Can I explain to you what that charge was?
wrong. I don't want to have to sit in a cell all night. Yeah, I don't want to have to sit in a cell all night.
So just produce the ID.
So opening up your department for
It's a possibility.
you're opening up your department for very for a lawsuit, But okay,
It is a
if under threat of arrest, in my pocket now and grab my ID.
Well, no, I think you know you're wrong.
No.
Stop.
I don't know I'm wrong. You're wrong. And you're getting a complaint on you. And unfortunately, even though you've been reasonable, you still violated my rights here today, sir. And I'll be pointing a complaint on you. And I will be filing a lawsuit with the city because everybody's getting a complaint. You're a real bozo. You're a real bozo.
Me, sir, that hurts my feelings.
You guys are both bozos and tyrants. You know that?
Listen,
My speech? You're gonna limit my speech
We're
now?
gonna handle this in a business manner, okay?
They're not acting professional at all. 3 times. And you don't listen. You don't listen. He said let him handle it.
You told him to shut up. No, you told me to
Let
shut up.
the big boys talk. Maybe you'll listen.
In a land that prides itself on freedom, absurdity has become routine. For merely holding a camera, Sean was surrounded and shooed off by 4 or 5 officers, as if he were some kind of national security threat. As the tension reached its peak, all I could picture was him walking into court, evidence in hand, armed with 42 U.S.C. Section 1983, ready to rewrite the ending for those who dare strip away constitutional rights under the color of authority.
Oh man, definitely 100% unlawful activities going on right now. Connecticut, Corrupticut, really, that's what it is.
Be headed back to towards Washington.
So how much longer do I have to be here?
Sure.
So you ran my name?
No.
It's being attached to the call.
So when you left?
Well, I checked your ID number.
Okay. For what? I thought you just needed my name. My name.
They are adding your information to our call.
Fantastic. Great.
Dude.
Unwillingly.
I don't care.
Big mistake. I know you don't care. I know you don't. You're a tyrant. That's why.
Harassing library
I'm not
staff.
harassing anybody.
Okay.
I'm a journalist gathering
Okay, you're
content for a
journalist.
story.
Get a real job.
Yeah. Protect and serve. You're a public servant. Learn your place.
Yeah. Okay.
Learn your place.
I'm asking you too.
My lane. I'm a free citizen here. They haven't been treating me with respect since I got here. They haven't been treating me with respect since I got here, sir. The respect has gone out the window already. I have freedom of speech to say whatever I want to these
I already
officers.
explained to this. He refused to provide ID.
Yeah, I know. Whatever. You guys, your phone is gonna be blown up tomorrow. Ooh.
Are you threatening
Ooh. Is that a threat? Is it? Is it a threat? Clown. That's what you are. When can I get out of here? For what? You told
to confirm that you're
that I don't have any warrants.
No, confirm that your name
Do you?
is added.
Sorry. Sorry, you're not gonna get it. And guess what? Once I complain and they read you guys the right act, I'm gonna come back to this very cool.
Great.
Have a nice day.
Get out.
Much better.
Warning.
I'll send it to you in the mail. Take care.
Take care, Officer Bozo.
Gotta go. Get off the property. They want.
You can absolutely film the outside of the building from a public street if you want. Watch yourself, dude.
You didn't have that badge and you touched me? If you didn't have that badge and you touched me?
What is that?
Because if you didn't have, you touched me.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to leave.
You're trying to leave. Go. Just go.
I'm trying to leave.
Go, because it's not good for you.
I'm going.
Go.
I'm going.
Bye.
I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm going.
because you lose your temper,
I'm
you
going.
start threatening officers.
I'm not threatening. You're a douchebag. Is that against the law? I'm going. I'm going off the property right now. This is what I do.
For a living? This is what you do for a living?
You'll see.
Why do you come to Connecticut?
I promise.
If
I
you're
promise.
from New York?
Because you guys act like tyrants here. Public library, and they might call the cops. But guess what? The cops know their job over there, and they're gonna leave. They've done it plenty of times. Do a lawsuit. You guys are. The lawsuit is you violated my rights. You violated my constitutional rights. Film in public. That's what you just don't understand.
I'm not stopping you from filming. And
It's public over there. That's public. Trespass from a public building. You will learn. Okay. You can't be trespassed from a public building, right? You couldn't tell me to leave, and I'll be there tomorrow. And guess what? You couldn't tell me to leave. I'd be filming in there all day and all night, and you couldn't tell me to leave. It's public. You don't get it? This is what you think. No, it's not.
So because it's public, there's no laws or rules in anywhere? So they have a law that says what you're doing was wrong,
They have
so they
a
would like you to leave.
policy. They have a policy.
So they would like you to leave, and that's what we did.
You understand?
No.
It's a constitutionally protected
Put that
activity.
on your YouTube feed because
It's
you're wrong.
constitutionally protected activity.
Wrong. You're wrong.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Hey. Against him, Sergeant.
All right, thanks,
he just
Sergeant.
grabbed my arm. Sergeant. He just grabbed my arm. I want to file a complaint.
I hope you'll always be like Sean when facing the police. No rudeness, no violence, but firm in your stance, asking to speak to a supervisor, and unwavering in defending your rights. Even though Sean eventually had to leave and show his ID under threat of arrest, he still walked away holding the upper hand, both legally and in the court of public opinion. Drop a 2 if you think these officers deserve consequences. And that's everything we've experienced together. From Sparks to Sugar Grove and Danbury to Albany, places where the Constitution is sometimes treated as a threat rather than a compass. Yet, through the haze of overreach and misconception, there are still flickers of hope, like the deputy fire chief who chose to listen instead of simply giving orders. Because what this country truly needs isn't uniforms to snuff out freedom, but people who understand that civil rights cannot be strangled by local edicts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep spreading the spirit of vigilance and civic awareness. See you in the next story.